What if you discovered a family secret that changed everything you thought you knew about your life? In the case of Phil Robertson, the iconic star of Duck Dynasty, this isn't just a hypothetical question, it's a reality that reshaped his entire world. As you settle in, prepare to uncover a story of unexpected revelations, long-lost connections, and the beautiful yet complicated nature of family. Phil Robertson, born on April 24, 1946, is known for more than just his legendary beard and hunting skills. He is a man of faith, a devoted husband to Kay, and a father to 4 sons, Alan, Jace, Jep, and Willie. The world watched their adventures on Duck Dynasty. But what many didn't know was that Phil was harboring a remarkable secret from his past, one that would resurface years later in a way no one could have anticipated. Imagine receiving a letter, out of the blue, claiming you have a sibling you never knew existed. Could you ever fully wrap your head around it? In 2020, Phil's son Alan faced that shocking scenario when he received a letter from a woman named Phyllis. She claimed to be Phil's daughter, born from a relationship Phil had before he committed his life to faith. How do you think Alan felt as he read those words? Confused, curious, or maybe even skeptical? He certainly was a mix of all those emotions. Initially, Alan tossed the idea aside. After all, how could this woman be his sister if she was born, after Phil had submitted himself to God? But something nagged at him. What if there was truth to her claim? This thought lingered, creating a whirlwind of dread and hope. Alan learned that Phyllis wasn't looking for money or fame. She craved connection. With that, Alan decided it was time to bring this revelation to the rest of the family. But would they be ready for such a shocking twist? The anticipation crackled in the air when the family gathered to discuss the letter. What would they find out? Could their father really have another child? The atmosphere was electric with uncertainty. With anxious hearts, they took the plunge and agreed to a DNA test to find out the truth once and for all. When the DNA results arrived, a wave of emotions washed over them. The results revealed a staggering 99.99% match. Phyllis was indeed Phil's biological daughter. Can you imagine the shock that spread through the family at that moment? Phil, a man rooted in Christian teachings, was suddenly faced with the consequences of a past he thought long buried. Yet amidst the chaos, Phil chose to embrace this revelation with grace and love. He expressed disbelief and joy, saying, "It's wild. You find out you have a daughter you never knew about." This was not just a story of a man confronted with his past. It was a narrative of redemption, one that Phil had often spoken of before. His spirit was a mix of astonishment and acceptance. How incredible that life could give him this second chance. Feeling an overwhelming sense of excitement, Phil's sons rallied around the idea of an older sister. Jace and Willie were ecstatic, eager to expand their family circle. What do you think drove their happiness? Was it the thrill of meeting someone new, or the hope of furthering their family legacy? Jep exclaimed, "I was super excited. It felt like a dream come true." In the weeks that followed, Phil and Phyllis forged an inseparable bond. They spent time together, building a relationship from scratch. Phil introduced her to duck hunting rituals, and they cooked meals together, laughing and sharing stories. Each moment was a step toward healing and connection. Isn't it amazing how life can reconnect us with lost family members, sometimes when we least expect it? But life has a way of throwing curveballs, even in the happiest of times. As Phil and Phyllis were getting to know each other, Phil faced another battle. His health began to decline. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and a serious blood disorder, Phil's vibrant spirit had to navigate the complexities of a fragile body. How do you think this affected Phyllis? Just as she was beginning to build a relationship with her father, reality hit hard. The anxiety of knowing that time was precious loomed like a storm cloud over their newfound connection. Even through his struggles, Phil remained a beacon of hope, teaching his family to cherish each moment. His faith never wavered, serving as a reminder that no challenge could diminish the bond they now shared. "Life is too short," he often said, gently urging everyone to seize the day. Then came that fateful day in May 2025, shattering hearts everywhere. Phil passed away at the age of 79, leaving a legacy that extended far beyond the fame of his reality TV show. The news hit everyone hard, fans, friends, and family alike. The woman who had only recently discovered her father was now left with a void that felt insurmountable. How do you think she must have felt, having finally found her place only to lose it again so soon? In her sorrow, Phyllis poured her heart out online, writing a tribute to her father that resonated with love and loss. "We are truly moved by the overwhelming love and prayers shared by so many whose lives were impacted by Dad," she expressed. Her words evoked deep feelings, reminding us all of how fragile life can be. Isn't it powerful how one person can touch so many lives even after they're gone? During Phil's funeral and in the days that followed, his family united to celebrate the life of a remarkable man. They shared stories, offered laughter mixed with tears, and reminisced about the valuable lessons he imparted. Phil's legacy continued to shine brightly through them, proving that he would live on in their hearts. His sons dedicated the revival of Duck Dynasty as a tribute to Phil, a celebration of the love he instilled in them. The premiere featured heartfelt reflections, with each son sharing qualities they admired in their father. Willie, holding back tears, stated, "Dad was more than a TV star. He was a father who taught us the importance of family." In that moment, they felt the weight of his absence, but also the strength of his presence guiding them forward. As Phyllis watched from the sidelines, surrounded by her newfound family, she realized the profound impact Phil had on so many lives, including hers. She felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the time they had together. There's something deeply moving about finding someone late in life only to lose them again. How does one navigate such a paradox of joy and sorrow? She cherished every laugh, every cooking lesson, and every hunting trip, reminding herself that their bond was unique, one forged in a whirlwind of emotions. In the wake of Phil's death, Phyllis stepped into her new role in the family. Though she had only just met Phil, the bond they created would resonate throughout her life. With the support of her brothers, she began to weave her story into their family's legacy. She found a sense of purpose in keeping Phil's memory alive, teaching others about love, forgiveness, and connection. How powerful is the ability to honor someone's memory through your actions? As each day passed, Phyllis committed herself to the ideals Phil cherished: faith, family, and resilience. She worked on projects that would benefit the community, always reminding herself that Phil would have supported her efforts. Phyllis soon discovered an inner strength she never knew existed. Do we often underestimate the strength that comes from love? Through her struggles, she blossomed into a confident woman ready to embrace the legacy of a father she had just found. The narrative of Phil and Phyllis is a testament to the unpredictability of life and the profound connections that can be formed in the unlikeliest of circumstances. Each twist and turn of their story raises questions. How do we respond when faced with the unexpected? Can love transcend the years and the complexities of life? Their journey illuminated the essence of what it means to be family, reinforcing that bonds can be forged not only through blood, but also through shared experiences and late-night conversations. As we reflect on Phil Robertson's life and the extraordinary revelation of his daughter, we are left with a powerful message. Never underestimate the impact of love and connection. Life can throw us curveballs, but it is our responses that define our legacy. Phil may no longer walk this earth, but his spirit will live on through Phyllis and all those who loved him. Their story reminds us that it's never too late to seek out connections, to open our hearts to the possibilities, and to embrace the relationships that come our way. So, as you ponder the tale of Phil and Phyllis. Consider your own life. Are there relationships waiting to be discovered? Are there untold stories waiting to be heard? Each one of us has the power to make connections, sometimes in the most unexpected places. What could your legacy be if you choose to embrace those ties? In closing, let's remember Phil Robertson, not just for his role on a reality show, but for the lessons he left behind. That love, no matter how late in life it arrives, is a gift that can forever change lives. Celebrate every moment. Seek connection and remember, it's never too late to create your own story of redemption, love, and family. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life of Phil Robertson and the remarkable story of his beloved daughter, Phyllis. Let it inspire you to cherish your family, to seek out new connections, and to embrace the wonderful surprises that life has to offer.